Stone Mountain, Georgia. This is the most visited state park in the state of Georgia. Okay? It is also one of the largest in terms of area in the state of Georgia. And finally, this is the largest bass relief in the world. You don't see the bass relief yet, but you'll see it in a minute. You see, this park is a monument to the Confederacy, right? It's a Confederate memorial, right? And that means if it's a memorial to the Confederacy, that means it's a memorial to white supremacy, because the Confederacy left the Union for the right to own human beings, all right? I mean, that is like obvious. I mean, that is what they said, all right? The fact that they wanted to continue and expand the right to own human beings was the reason that they left the United States of America willingly, okay? And once they lost, they decided to come up with something called the lost cause myth, meaning that their cause was just, even though that they lost the war. And I am going to show you right now the largest bass relief in the world. Bass relief basically means a carving, a statue. Well, that is it. And those people that you see on there are quote unquote heroes of the Confederacy. That's Jefferson Davis, that's Robert E. Lee, and that's Stonewall Jackson. Mind you, these are their heroes, okay? And I don't know why these people are considered heroes, because Jefferson, Mr. Jefferson, who was the president of the Confederacy, he caused a lot of them to lose their lives unnecessarily. And none of these people were residents of this state. There were no major battles at this place. There were no major Civil War battles here. As I get back to their president, Mr. Jefferson, his only connection to Georgia was that he was captured in Irwin County, Georgia. All right, if you get a chance, look at my video about the cowardly cross-dressing Confederate president, because that's what he was. He was captured wearing his wife's coat and a shawl over his head, trying to sneak away with women fetching water in the camp that they were located at in Irwinville, Georgia. They told on him. He was captured. And the other guy, Mr. Robert E. Lee, his only connection to the state of Georgia was that his father, Light Horse Henry Lee, he died here during, I believe, either the Civil War, the War of 1812 or the American Revolution, one of them. But he was captured and died in Georgia. The last guy, Stonewall Jackson, he was a weirdo. You think I'm lying? Look him up. He believed one of his arms was longer than the other one, so he would walk around with one hand up in the air while he was talking to people, okay? And he was supposed to be a hard taskmaster on his troops, to the point that, he got fragged. He got killed by his own troops. But these are their heroes that they honor with this monument. And I want to tell you, this place is freaking beautiful. It is a gorgeous site. It is probably the crown jewel of Georgia state parks. It's large, it's beautiful, and again, it is a monument to white supremacy. It just is. There's no way that you can justify saying that it's anything less than a monument to white supremacy if you happen to read the reasons for secession for the state of Georgia. That's all you have to do, because in that document, they give a whole list of reasons why they left the Union, and all those reasons related back to either maintaining slavery or increasing slavery in the territories that would become further states in the United States of America. They wanted the right to own and expand ownership of slavery in America, okay? So after they lost that war, yeah, they developed this lost cause myth, okay? And that myth was, yeah, even though we lost, our cause was just. Our cause was moral. But that was a myth, a straight up myth, because their cause only included owning human beings from Africa, of African descent, right? Because they believed in white superiority. They did not believe in diversity. They did not believe in equity, nor did they believe in inclusion. So that's how they came about with this monument. And keep in mind, you know, don't let them fool you with this heritage not hate stuff, because this monument was completed in 1972. All right, so it wasn't that long ago that this thing was completed, and it got started in the 20th century. All right, so that is what we were dealing with. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the Klan burned crosses up on top of this thing up until the 1960s, possibly the 1970s, every year. And one of the original design concepts was to actually carve Klansmen into this bas relief, okay? So I mentioned that this thing was completed in 1972, but it was dedicated in 1970. And white supremacy is so ingrained in this country that the dedication was attended by the Vice President of the United States of America in 1970. His name was Spiro T. Agnew, Vice President for Richard Milhous Nixon, okay? So this thing has a history going back to preserve and to maintain the preservation of white supremacy, because that's what was the reason why the Confederate States left America. And this is what they decided to honor those people with. And by the way, you can't remove this statue or this monument even if you wanted to, because in the 2000s, the state of Georgia passed a law prohibiting the removal of this statue, the covering up of this statue, the obstruction of this statue to eternity, because it is designed, that law is designed to protect the memorialization of the Confederacy, which means the memorialization of white supremacy. You cannot remove any of these Confederate statutes based on a law passed in the 2000s in Georgia. Finally, there's a lawsuit going on right now by people who want the Confederate battle flag, the one that you know with the red background and the X with the stars in it, the white stars. Yeah, they want those flags to be featured prominently. The people that run this place put those flags in places that are hard to see, but they were supposed to be right up front and center. And there's a group of people actually suing this place to get those flags placed prominently throughout this property. The people who run this place couldn't change that bas relief if they wanted to because of the state law. So even when they try to make this place a more welcoming environment, there are forces that are willing to fight against that, just like those who are willing to fight against diversity, equity, and inclusion.